at Superior Works Cinema, where we watch all the movies. This is our next installment of the Bruno Mattei director series. We're going to talk about Caligula and Messalina. This is the start of his Sword and Sandal series. I did this and a nice Lou Ferrigno movie, and next up we'll be looking at Nero in Poppaea. If you've seen the Italian Sword and Sandal movies, they're kind of all the same. I guess this is more of a ripoff of Caligula, which Guccione's Caligula, not really Tinto Brass's, as Tino is often complained about. But with the Guccione Caligula, you had an excruciatingly large budget. And obviously you don't here. This came out in '81, and from that time period, honestly, you'd lost a lot of the grandiose type of historical epics that you had in the 50s and 60s. And when Caligula had came out, it was, I mean, obviously it's extremely over the top, and you put in the hardcore sex inserts that they shot, and you've got the epitome of a perfect exploitation movie. And not to mention you have some great over-the-top acting in that and everything else. This is the lesser version of that. The costumes are cheap. A lot of the cloths being draped around, the silk cloths, you can see the folds and creases still in them. I guess nobody had a steamer or an iron on set to make them look a little better before shooting. There's not much to say. The plot is extremely thin in this movie. Messalina is out to prove herself and gets herself into the gladiatorial games to gain Caligula's attention, in which she does, making his Caligula's sister jealous, and etc., etc. The main problem I have with the movie is it's not porn. If this was porn, it would actually be a better movie. There's, tons of pretty women. Lots of beautiful women in the movie. There's lots of nudie shots. Tons of, the TNA quotient is over the top. Fantastic for that. But the problem is, it's all really soft stuff. So you're stuck with a 90-minute movie where nearly an hour of it is nothing but people kind of writhing against each other, either a guy with his face in a girl's crotch where nothing's happening, or limp dick dudes rubbing on other girls. So you see a lot of ball sack and dude ass. It just doesn't... If you're going to have softcore erotica, it works to an extent. And I think in the realm of erotica, somebody like Jean Roland, or even later Sergio Martino, is better. Well, and giving Mattei credits, his later stuff, his 90s work, he does much better in the realm of erotica. This just kind of falls not too... It's like a failed attempt at a Roman erotica. And especially compared to what you've got nowadays with stuff like Rome and Spartacus, this is nothing. This Spartacus looks like porn compared to what you're getting in this, with some exceptions. There is still the exploitative nature of the torture stuff going on. There's some dick chopping, but again, it's very tame, even compared to Mattei's earlier effort, like the women's camp or any, SS girls. This stuff is just very soft compared to that. With the exception of horse fucking. It's long. There's a horse fucking scene. It's like 5 minutes long. No idea why. It's the same footage he used in one of the Mondo movies. It's the exact same. The horse cuts are the same. So I don't know if it was, I'm guessing that was just saved over, and he figured, why not have some horse fucking in the movie? And there's another scene, because the horse wasn't enough, where Messalina's going to take a bath in milk, and she's not sure if there's enough milk, so we cut to the donkey, which is a girl donkey, and she hasn't provided enough milk, but that's because she hasn't been satisfied by her lover, and they bring in a male donkey, and they're both wearing little wreaths. And we get to watch some donkey sex. What? I have no idea what the point of that was. Of course I'm watching this, so, you know, and someone walks in while I'm watching that scene and says, "What the hell are you watching?" So, it's a good movie, again, to surprise your parents with. It's kind of the historical accuracy of the movie. Watch it with a history major. It would be kind of fun just to watch them get pissed off because, of course, there is scant research done on this. I don't know. There's really not even any spoilers to offer. I mean, other than what you would expect. There's some cool random sex stuff. There's some cool donkey and horse stuff. The women are pretty. There's lots of pretty girls spread throughout this. Beastman from all the Nazi exploitation films, and not even Mattei's, but other one, the weird, like, gorilla-looking dude. I cannot figure out his name. If you know his name, comment. I'd like to figure out what the heck that dude's name is. He's in it too, being his usual self. And they got a random dwarf scene, you know, to be weird. I don't know, it was kind of a mess of a movie. It wasn't shot bad, it's actually shot nice. And I can see where this kind of prepared Mattei to make his 7 Magnificent Gladiators. And, you know, I guess this is kind of warming up to it. But I wouldn't say, again, this cover right here, great cover, better than the movie. So, yeah, I can't highly recommend it, but it's definitely worth seeing if you want to see an exploitation Roman movie. I mean, they're all kind of bad in this one, but this one it was entertaining. I got through it. The women are pretty, and some of the lines are hilariously delivered. I mean, some of the acting is just horrendous. One of the soldiers says to another one, like, "Oh, Caligula will have your head," and the soldier pauses for a moment, reaches up. "Oh no." I had to feel his head. The thought of feeling his head, it's very just hokey at best. I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10 in that genre. And the DVD here is it's a Scandinavian release DVD from I think it came out in Holland. The print is okay. It's super grainy, but there's no artifacting or anything, and it is widescreen. And the only extras it comes with is the original trailer. So I give the release a 7 out of 10. I mean, it is really grainy. But again, there's no other decent release of this movie that I know of, or not legitimate. So that's pretty much what you're going to be stuck with getting. So that's it. That's Mattei's first entry into the sword and sandal exploitation genre. Next up, we have Nero and Poppaea. So we'll see you next time here at Movie Mayhem.